Hello, 7 loyal YouTube subscribers that probably seen the Coronet video 3 years ago and thought we were going to do some cool Mopar video. Bad news, it's still in the same condition as it was 3 years ago. I got busy collecting other projects and doing a whole plethora of other shit. But we've got a new project. This one's in the shop. It is, I don't know if we can see it here, a 94 Chevy half-ton with the 350 in it. It's actually relatively low miles, I think it's only like 100 and... I think we can see it here, 148.5. It's actually a conversion truck. It was like a Regency conversion. It's got the wood and the lights and the panels and the wooden console on the roof. But we took the Regency seats out, put some of these capstan chairs in. It needs quite a bit of work, but I've lowered it. I did all new front end components, brakes, bearings, tie rod ends, all that. I've got a hood for it, not that one. I've got a blue cowl hood for it that matches the paint. I've got a C-Notch over there in a box that I want to put on, but I'm pretty sure this thing sat in a puddle for most of its life. Because it has just got so much surface rust and scale on it. And I don't know if you guys can see, but I don't remember if it was this one or the passenger. The passenger side front shackle mount is pretty Swiss cheesy. I got new shackle mounts for it too. And then I bought POR 15, the POR 15, to do the frame. Brake lines need done. This one's just, not hooked up to anything. It's had a new one ran that's kinked up and all curly cued around here. So, gonna do brakes. We've got gnarly cat, keeps it safe. C-Notch, I'm not real sure where I got it. I think it was an eBay special, probably the cheapest one I could find. But that's the project we're going to be working on. I'm hoping to film most of a series on it. I get busy doing things a lot of times and just don't film stuff because it's a hassle. I've got a set of headers for it. We might end up doing something engine-wise down the road once we get it going. Get it reliable enough to actually drive it, maybe take it to a show or just visit shows. Don't put it in any shows or anything. It's got room for the kid. It's got a power sliding rear glass as part of the conversion. It's got a lot that we need to do to it, but I think we'll be able to get it knocked out hopefully this spring, some of the summer. I've already had a change of heart on Old Blue here in the rear end and the POR 15. I think instead of POR 15ing everything, we're just going to jack it up, take the tires off, get all the surface rust kind of cleaned up on the frame, change that front leaf spring mount, and put the C-Notch in, put a good coat of undercoat and black paint on it, and just make it as best we can for as cheap as we can, because that is the theme. So, low dollar, as cheap as we can make a pretty sweet little truck. So, yeah, we're gonna do that. I'm gonna jack it up, scoot it over this way a little more, take the tires off, start kind of knocking down the rust, get the C-Notch laid out, and that'll probably be as far as we get today. So, let's get get started. Looks like a C-notch. I'm gonna have to drill some holes and put it in. Cut part of the frame out. Looks like we got some instructionals. Yeah. Looks pretty decent. Doesn't seem too complicated. Let's take it over to the frame and see which one's which. I wonder which way they're supposed to go. Alright, so I've been contemplating it, and I'm pretty sure this kind of longer notch here, not quite the angle that this back one is, pretty sure that goes forward. So this hole right here is in for the head of this bolt to go through. Comes through the other side. That's what I'm coming up with. So I'm gonna hold it up there, find the center, or best I can find the center, scribe out the inside here on the frame, and get ready to cut it. I also put a coat of paint on that's drying that looks like it might dry pretty decent. But we'll have to continue to get the scale off. Maybe some of this old undercoat, I guess. Factory undercoat, I'm not sure. But we'll move on from there. We'll be back after we get it scribed out. Alright, we're back with the Blue Truck project. Exactly 2 weeks later. It's definitely a lot colder today. So we're going to do the right thing and spray paint all this after we get it cut. But with that being said, I've got it marked out, got trusty cutting wheel, and I'm just gonna wing it. Here we go. As we continue up there to see if it works. Looks like we gotta cut a little bit more all the way around. So here we go again. luckily this will be under the truck. Still have to take some out of this crudely cut front section. It's getting kind of tough. Time's a charm, maybe? My goodness. Third time is a charm. Oh, hell. Or this bolt can just come out of here if we can reach it. Of course we can't. We don't need a grinder, we can just take the bolts out from the other side. Essentially, not doing anything anyway. It's just a broken clip that was holding the wire loom in. Now, would you look at that? We'll mark our holes, drill those out, then we'll move on to the other side. Then we'll pull these back off after we get all the holes drilled. And we'll run the old wire wheel over some of this, knock some of the scaly rust off. And then we'll paint. See you then. Alright, we got the notch installed. If you can see, there's extra holes that are open here. And that's for two very good reasons. One, there was already a hole here in the frame, and I couldn't get the drill bit without trying to break my arm to drill that hole out, so it didn't get drilled out all the way. And then this one over here, just couldn't get behind here with the drill bit good enough to get in there, so it didn't get one either. But I feel like 6 out of 8, that's like what, 78% or something? I'd say that'll hold it. I'm not that worried. We're gonna call it a day for the day. I've got prior engagements, but we're gonna let the paint dry and we'll come back and hit it again tomorrow and hopefully get her finished out. Alright guys, came in this morning, got my mess cleaned up, put the tires on, dropped it down off the jack stands, put this bracket back on through one of the holes. The paint looks terrible because it was so cold in here yesterday and just not good for painting. But we got this project done, so on to the next one. Okay, I'm going to end the video now. The C-Notch is done, so why shouldn't the video be? If you've stuck around and watched this entire video, I really appreciate it. If I've done something wrong or you just want to criticize me, shoot it a comment, like if you liked it, subscribe if you want to tag along for the rest of this project. We're going to keep plugging away at it, little project at a time. Thanks again for watching. Stay tuned for more. Thank you.